Welcome to Sticks and Stones. I'm Julia.
And I'm Sue.
And this is episode 35. Today on Sticks and Stones, we're going to be doing a book review, and our DIY will go with that. We're going to be reviewing the book Hat Couture, and we'll be showing you different ways that you can embellish your hats. Also, we'll be looking at some of the things that we've been making since we were here last, and just catching up. Come on back and join us.
Welcome!
Hi.
It's spring.
It is. Look at these flowers.
Little garden I made back here.
Ah, I love it. It's so pretty.
I hope they stay like that. My cats don't eat them.
And we had to take the lunch away from the cat earlier.
Yeah. Actually, you might hear him because he's in timeout and he's not happy about it.
Poor kitty. Well, we had to bring some spring inside because though it is warmer and we do have some flowers out there, we're not quite there yet.
No.
Hoping it's warmer where you guys are too. It's been a long
haul.
Long winter. So let's get some spring in the air. What have you been working on?
I have been working on a room redo.
Ooh, well, that's why they all go together.
Yes, it's on purpose. She saw us sitting here and she goes, wow, it's a theme. So I'm redoing my daughter's room. It's her birthday's coming up, so that's going to be her birthday present. So these are going to be her curtains.
Oh, fun.
I didn't get yet to put them together, but this is going to be the bottom of the curtain, and then the whole curtain's going to be this fabric.
Oh, I love the colors.
So she's going with the lime greens and blues. So that's going to be the curtains. And the other big project that I was hoping to do today and didn't quite get to is a lamp.
Okay.
And you want to hold the lamp? And I'm going to cover it with this fabric.
Oh, cool.
So the light still shines through.
Yeah.
And basically all I'm going to do is cut the fabric exactly to fit this, and then put spray adhesive on it and attach the fabric, and voila, a lamp. We actually saw a lamp like that at a store, and it was $85.
Wow.
Yeah, and I said, and my daughter was like, I want it. I was like, I think we can do this. So I got this lamp at Target for like $10.
Okay.
It was actually more expensive, but there was like a little spot on it, and I was like, there's a spot on it. And they're like, we can give you 10% off.
Nice.
And I was like, hey, that's fine, because I'm going to cover it.
Yeah.
But,
that's cool.
so, the lamp was $10, and then the fabric was, like, I could have gotten a lot less fabric, but we weren't sure yet. We had gotten a lot of different fabrics, like some of the other ones that we picked were sort of along the peacock line.
Yeah.
So,
can you mix those in too or no?
yeah, we might. Like, we might make pillows. This one looks really beautiful on the lamp, but then not much light comes out. So, I don't know. I'm toying with maybe I'll get a second lamp.
Just for a night lighter.
Just for, and put this fabric. I
It's
mean,
beautiful.
it's not too bad, but she doesn't have an overhead light in her room. This is her light source.
Yeah.
Because we have an old house, so.
Yeah.
The original lamp is actually on the side of the wall. Like, it came out, a little lamp, and so.
Was it oil too? I think ours was oil once.
Ours was electric when I took it off the wall.
Okay.
But it was like right inside the door, so you almost walked into it every
Yeah.
time you went in, and it was sort of, I don't know, it was a little freaky looking.
Yeah, I always wondered like how they redo them, and are they really that safe if they were once oil lamps and fire, and then they put the electricity in? And
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Somewhere in our walls is a lot of strange parts, I'm sure.
Yes. So anyway, so she wants those dark,
Beautiful.
colors, and that's what we're going with. So I was hoping to do the lamp today, but it's nice out, so I can do this. You got to do spray adhesive outside because it's nasty stuff. So gonna do that today.
Okay.
After we're done here.
So then we'll have photographic evidence.
Photographic evidence of the final product, and I'm starting to work on birds. This is actually one that's already finished. I have a friend who just had a baby, and people who have babies these days get mobiles. So this is one of my little birds.
Cute.
That I need to make a bunch more, and so hopefully next time we'll have a picture of that. And the other thing I made today, while I was making us, what did I make us? A leek and asparagus frittata.
It's delicious.
We needed some fuel. This is what they called it, homemade Neosporin. Or, I mean, really, it's like hand lotion. But it smells a little strong. It has tea tree oil in it and lavender.
Oh, yeah.
And there's also calendula in it. And beeswax and coconut oil and olive oil.
Is that the beeswax you got on your field trip?
Yes, it is. I finally used it. It's been sitting there for so long. And people kept thinking it was like, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Like people kept thinking it was cheese or something. They're like, what is this? I'm like, that's beeswax. Don't eat it. So anyway, so you just like, it's pretty hard actually. And you can just take some out and put it on and put some hand lotion on.
Interesting.
And so.
Ooh, that would be nice after this long, dry winter.
Yeah. So that was yours.
Cool.
That's for you.
Ah, well, how very nice.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
I don't know. I think if I can see how it's like with Neosporin. It has tea tree oil in it, which is good at killing germs, and there's some honey in there as well, which is also antimicrobial. I think I would do it again for a hand lotion. I would put less tea tree and more lavender.
Oh, okay.
Because it does smell very medicinal.
Yeah, but I like we use tea tree a lot. Like when my oldest was a baby, her skin was so dry when she'd cry, she'd get red streaks down her face, and it was horrible. I mean, it just looked like she was in such pain. So we would put tea tree gel on her skin, and it just cleared it right up. It was wonderful. And so we've used tea tree for years, just to for cold sores and for whatever. So this is wonderful.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
yeah, I mean, honestly, you could put it on your lips. I think because it's all.
Natural stuff.
It's all stuff you would eat. Well, there's beeswax, which you could eat. They put that in food, I think.
Yeah,
Put wax
probably
in food.
some.
And honey and coconut oil and olive oil, and then you kind of cook it together with you cook the olive oil and the coconut oil with calendula and lavender flowers to infuse the oils into the eventual product.
Okay.
So,
And is it a proprietary recipe, or could you share it on the
I
blog?
will share it. It's actually from someone else.
Okay.
It was something that somebody shared on Facebook, and
All right.
I will be sure to pass that along so that you can try it at home.
Put it up on the blog, and then you guys can make your own.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It makes about 4. That was the one thing it didn't tell me in the recipe.
Yeah.
It makes 4 of these jars.
Okay.
These are the little. I don't know what these are.
Jelly jars.
The little jelly jars. They're not the pint ones. These are the half pint. I don't know.
3 ounce, 4 ounce.
Something like
I don't
that.
know.
Yeah, and actually it made it 2 cups. Did it make 2 cups? No, 1 cup of sauce.
Okay. Good description.
So, what are you working on?
Well, what's funny is I brought my farmer's market field trip yarn. I think I showed you guys the half of it last time, but I plied it up, and it's a 2-ply. I got 280 yards of a light fingering weight out of it. So I don't know what I can do yet. 280 is pretty good.
You know what? That would go very well with my daughter's new room.
Cool.
It's the same color. It's the peacock color.
It is. It's all peacocky. It's not a word.
I think it is.
If we titled our episodes, I think that would be it. We're peacocky.
Definitely. Peacocks are in right now.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, they're in. I'm glad that
that's
finally someone in my family can latch onto a trend while you can still find this stuff. Usually I'm way behind and I'm like, oh yeah, I like that. Can't find it anymore.
Well, but I'm real happy with this. It came out really good, and it's very Barbara Poley and
Barbara Poley and peacocky.
We have all kinds of these descriptors today. I've been hanging out way too much with the 6-year-olds. But anyway, it's Falkland, which I'd never smelled before. So that was kind of neat. It was a little sticky at first, but I got used to it, and I think it turned out real well. So I can see this being a scarf or a shawl or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that would be beautiful as a shawl.
Yeah, so I'm real happy with that. So that was my spinning, and then I've got a couple works in progress. I made a whole ton of hats, but we'll show you those later. So my works in progress, I'm sure a bunch of you guys out there have been working on the Follow Your Arrow shawl, and I think I talked about this last time where it was a mystery shawl. It came in pieces. So
I love the colors together.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like saffron and ink, I think, are the two. These are Madeline Tosh sock, and I am midway through clue 4, even though it's been done for a while. Everybody's finishing up, and I need to do the last, just the edging. But so I did
That is so pretty.
the round top, and then the long side came out over here, the stripy part, and then you add on a couple layers of lace at the bottom. So I'm getting there, and now that you guys have seen it, and I've showed it on the podcast, I am motivated to finish it for next time. Yay! See, I need these things. That's why I have the whip cal, and if you guys don't remember that, any whips, works in progress, that you have for more than a month can be entered in our Ravelry thread for our whip cal. And every month I'm picking a winner who will get a prize for people who put their pictures up. So you can check that out at our Ravelry group, which is Sticks and Stones, and just put your picture on there. Join up and put your picture on. So
I can't wait to see that finished.
Yeah, the ones I've seen online have been really interesting.
And they're all different, right? Because you pick different things to do.
Yeah, you can pick your own sequence, and then everybody has their own colors, and some are solid, some are striped. You know, it's really neat.
Wow, that's cool.
So it's your own.
Does it take a lot of brain power? The person who created this, it took a lot of brain power for her to be able to do this.
Yeah, I'm sure it did, because they're
kudos to her. She is.
2 choices and 5 clues. So 2 choices for each clue. So there's 10 different.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, her name is Isolde Teague, and it's amazing. She's put a lot of effort into that. So yeah, good job. Very nice. And then this is the yarn I showed you guys last time too. We called it dandelion, but my daughter has since decided it looks like buttered popcorn. So this is the popcorn yarn, the popcorn balls. And this is the sweater that she has designed for her birthday. It's hard to really see it right now because there's a lot of fabric on the needle, and I'm about ready to take the sleeves off. It's a raglan. So this is the front here. Can you help me hold that other corner there? So you can kind of see there's some lace panels down the side, and then these are the sleeves. And it'll come down under there. So I'm maybe 30-40% into it so far. And I'm really happy with it. She likes the way it fits when I put it around her shoulders, and she's already picked out her little clasp she wants to put on it.
Nice.
So yeah, it's kind of exciting that this is really her brainchild, and to be able to put it together for her has been really fun for me so far.
Fun.
So that's plugging along, and that's got to be done
for her April birthday, or
yes. It will. I promised her. I know, I got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it'll be done.
Yeah, I promised her, so it will be done. And you guys got to hold me to it. If you see me slacking, if you see me posting too many other projects, you get on that Ravelry and you holler at me, because I will. I have cast-on-itis all the time.
Cast-on-itis.
Yeah.
I love it.
Which is why I've been able to make, in the process of this month when I should have been working on this, 5 hats and a couple dishcloths, none of which I brought because, you guys know what dishcloths look like. But
really?
Yeah.
I haven't washed dishes in a while. I forgot.
Assuming you don't have a dishwasher.
That's not true.
But yeah, so I've been working on hats, and this is the one I wore all winter, and it's been a good winter for hats.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. That's why you needed 5 of them.
Yeah, I did. I
One
just felt
for
like
each day of the week that you walked to school.
Yeah, because it was so gross, and my head was so cold. And now that I have short hair, I don't look like, what's his name, Sam Kinison? I was told. I've been told this before. Sam Kinison.
Oh my gosh, that
all
is
you
too
people
funny.
who are as old as us know who I'm talking about. So now I can wear hats. And
if not, Google it.
yeah.
Images.
I don't look like Sam Kinison anymore.
Yeah,
so this
it's cute.
This is the Corktown slouch. And it's not quite as slouchy as I wanted it to be, but it's good. It's comfy, it's cozy, and it's one of many because we have others to show. Shall we show them?
Sure.
These are the hats that...
Should I put mine on?
Sure. That I put together from our book review. And they're not embellished.
To do this.
The big thing about the book, Hat Couture, is that they're vintage looking hats. And so they do need some fanciness to them. So today's DIY, we're going to show you guys how you might embellish these hats and make them look a little more creative or
fun,
vintage,
individual.
or however you want to do it. So we'll be right back to talk about the book and to show you what we've come up with.
See you soon.
Today we're going to be reviewing the book Hat Couture. It's by Teresa Silver, and it was generously given to us to review by Cooperative Press. Teresa wrote some really nice things at the beginning of the book, so I thought I would just read some of that to introduce the topic, and then we'll kind of go on from there with things we liked about the book and the things that we thought maybe could use some improvement, and then show you what we figured out from it. Today, hats are often seen as nothing more than a practical object, something to keep your head warm or dry or shaded, or as camouflage to hide a bad hair day. But consider the hat as it was embraced by generations of women before us. the fashion statement, the adornment, the object of desire and envy. Up until just the last few decades, hats were a staple in a woman's wardrobe, and for a good reason. The transformative power of a hat is truly amazing. When a woman chooses just the right hat and puts it on, she becomes the person she envisioned herself to be. The hat can accentuate the angles of her face and highlight her features. It can hide flaws, real or perceived. A hat may demand attention while at the same time allowing the wearer to hide a little behind its brim. A woman who knows how to wear a hat can flirt and be coy, or be brash and powerful, knowing that all eyes are on her. A hat is whatever statement you want it to be. It can turn the ordinary into an occasion and an occasion into the extraordinary. The patterns presented in this book capture the allure of an amazing hat while still being fun to knit and wear. In this book, you'll find hats that are strictly decorative, fashion statements with little practical use, intermixed with hats that are easy to wear and that will keep your head warm without compromising style. So Sue and I went through the book and we each picked a hat. I picked the hat called Clara and she picked the hat called Greta. And they're both similar but different. Mine actually has a flat top, which can be made flatter through blocking, while Sue's has a rounded top. And hers has a bit of a brim, whereas mine is just a rolled edge. And these are some of the things that we found around our craft rooms that we thought would be fun to play with. And we have everything from ribbons to feathers, buttons, jewelry, and we were inspired a lot by Pinterest. Didn't you find a number of things on there?
Yeah, definitely they're vintage hats. That's where I searched. And I mean, most of these styles are very vintage looking in the book, and the style of how they photographed them. It's a little vintagey, a little pinup.
Yeah. Yeah, I did enjoy looking through the book and seeing the pictures and the ways that they adorned them. And once you can read the description of who the hat was inspired by, it made a whole lot of sense and was really easy to envision what you could do. So I had a hard time at first coming up with ideas because this hat to me looks pretty rustic right now.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a stovepipe.
Yeah, a little bit, and it's very tall and could be potentially slouchy. So I didn't really know what to do with it.
I think a wide ribbon would look really cool on that one. I think that this ribbon with the yellow in it, if I can get it open. Uh-oh, where did I put the scissors?
Oh, here's some scissors.
I guess I should have opened this before, but I think this ribbon will look cool on it. I had a hard time picking which hat to have you do. Like, see, that looks beautiful. That is gorgeous.
That is really neat. It adds like a really bright accent to it.
Yeah, and see, the great thing is if that you just sew the band, you could change it.
Right.
And then put a different one on, like this one with the browns on them.
I wonder if you could even just slide it, sew it around and then slide it on and off. Is that what you mean?
Right, yeah,
okay.
like sew the ribbon so it's a circle.
Yeah, okay.
And then you could put...
Well, that's fun, being able to do something different. So you could almost match it to your outfit if you wanted to. Then you wouldn't need 8 hats.
That was cool. And then I think I was talking before about putting different, I don't know if this ribbon will come out. Oh, this is on a spool. Putting different types of ribbons on, you know, in a line.
Oh, yeah.
Those you'd have to somehow attach, though, or else they'd slide down.
Right.
But, you know, I should have opened all my ribbons. I bought all of these for a project, but this one's fun, too. That one actually matches the colors a lot more.
This was made with Cascade. I can't remember the exact.
Fun. That is like a little garden on your head.
It does. It looks kind of garden party-ish.
It does.
That's fun.
It does, and if it were flat up here like that, see, that's fun. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Can you guys see it well? Let's take some pictures of the ribbons too. Well, something I really liked about this book when I was knitting the hats, I really enjoyed that there was a nice rating scale. They used like 1 hat to 4 hats to rate how difficult it would be, so you could kind of tell.
Let's try this one.
You can kind of tell when.
That's a little Christmassy.
Yeah. you could tell before you started how difficult it was going to be. And there's a few that need framing. Mine does not need framing.
See, this one would look cool with 3 stripes. Like
Yeah, that would make it really glitzy.
So now you do have to make like 5 of these so that you could put all different things in. Because with 3 ribbons, you wouldn't be able to slide that on and off. But
Right,
these
that's
big
true.
ones, you could
Yes, you could.
definitely slide them on and off. But it's fun.
Yeah.
And we were also talking about how you could, you know, bunch it in the back here
Mm-hmm.
so that it's a little fuller in the top and smaller in the back.
There, I just put a clip-on, an old-fashioned vintage clip-on earring on there. Just shoved it through the
That's
holes.
fun. Yeah, we have a lot of clip-on earrings.
Yeah, the whole box in there. This hat also, our hats are not felted, but they could potentially be felted. That was one thing I thought might be kind of fun to try, is to make the hat extra big and then felt it down, because that could give it some more structure even.
I like these.
Yeah,
They're
stuck together and twisted.
they're wonky, but they are fun.
Yeah,
Even just 3 of them like that, or 4 of them,
just across the front.
just across the front like that, would be really cool.
So many different ideas.
Love it.
I also liked that in the digital patterns, you could click right from the index and it would go click right to your pattern, which I thought was really neat. I'm not sure, I mean, digital books are kind of a new thing, relatively.
So is this book available both digital and hard copy, or
Yes.
only digital?
Yes, no, both. You can get both, digital or paperback
Okay.
or hard copy.
So,
So-
we had a digital version.
Yes, yes, and for me, I don't do a whole lot with paper books, so being able to click directly to your pattern without having to flip on through was really very nice for me. But you could not get to the different sections of the directions by link,
Okay.
and that was something I did notice. For the hat tops are written up in a separate section from the hat bodies, so you have to kind of scroll back and forth to find where your specific hat top is.
Oh, okay.
Which in a hardcover or a paperback book wouldn't be a big deal, but digital was kind of a
Right.
process. That's fun with the flowers.
Yeah. This is a felted flower that my cat keeps stealing. And I don't know, I've never known what to do with it, so I might have to put it on here. Even this one looks
Yeah.
cool.
I wonder if you could like tuck this through, because Stu's hat has a brim of sorts. Not really a brim, it's right there. What's this, like flaps?
Ooh, fun.
Put something like
Oh,
that.
that's really cool.
Kind of hanging out in the center there.
So in the book, how did they decorate yours in the book? They put a great big flower
A very big silk flower with a button in the center. That was like the size of the side of the hat.
on it. Right.
And yours had a feather.
Yes. So we can do that. We have a feather.
Yeah.
It's similar to this. Obviously, we would cut off the bottom. And that's fun. It didn't have quite this many feathers. It had more like 2 or 3 and a button.
But it was very, very vintage looking.
Yeah.
I think this book would be really fun for costuming. And I know that a lot of
That's
people do
fun.
the steampunk, I don't know, are they shows? I'm going to really put my foot in my mouth here.
They do steampunkage.
Yeah. I'm unfamiliar. I'm unfamiliar
They're
with the terminology.
peacocky and what was the other word we came up with?
I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, these could be really fun to do. You know, if you needed a vintage hat, this is perfect. But I think that there are ways that you can make it not feel quite so vintage too.
Right.
which
I mean,
is
this
neat.
one, honestly, I mean, both of these hats could be worn without embellishments. They would just be regular hats. But it is fun with the embellishments. Like, that's kind of the style that they had in the book.
Yeah.
They had a great big button here.
Right.
Which is fun. And a lot of them had the real big embellishments, feathers and huge
Yes.
flowers and stuff. And that's not generally my style. And definitely with all these little trinkets from the clip-on earrings. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, just that would be really cute. The other thing I could see with yours is just like felting, like either swirls on
yeah.
it or not zigzags, but like a rolling waves or something. What about those gold vintage earrings that you have in?
Yeah. These were from my grandmother, and they're just they're like really bright.
They're beautiful.
Ooh.
The 3 of them on there would be just so pretty.
Let's see if I can figure out. I've never even opened this. I'm not even sure how it opens. That's interesting. Yeah, some of these like things you can find at flea markets or thrift stores would be just ideal for this kind of a project.
Yes.
There we go.
So how long did it take you to make these hats?
Actually, they were pretty quick, maybe a night or two. They're
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you could definitely make a few of them and mess around with them. This isn't like a long-term
No.
project.
They're very straightforward. The patterns were written in a way that was really easily understandable. So I had no trouble putting them together. And they're done in
like this and be like a helicopter hat.
They were done in bulky too, which made it really nice and quick.
Okay. So what do you think if you used a thinner yarn? Do you think they would stand up as well?
I don't know.
Or would you consider using bulky again?
I would probably go no thinner than a worsted.
Okay.
I think I'd be concerned that much thinner than that would be, it just wouldn't be substantial
It would be
enough.
worsted than the way
It would be
you
worse. It would be way worsted.
Because I'm pretending I know what worsted means.
Trying to shove
to
this
me,
through the hole.
worsted means not better. That's really cute.
There's just two of them.
I think that's awesome.
Starbursts
Put it on
of
your
that.
head. I want to see it. I
All
want
right.
to see it. I want
There
to
we
see
go.
it.
I have to lean way forward so everybody can see.
You need to turn it a little.
It's my third eye. Is that better?
Yes, that is so cute. I love that. I love it.
See, I wanted to do something with these earrings for 20 years.
And here it was.
So,
they
yeah.
were waiting for this moment in time.
Waiting for the book. So, what are you going to put on yours? Have you figured anything out?
Like I said, I really like this because it's almost purple in the middle, and that was not. I mean, I made this probably 5 years ago.
Okay.
So this has also been waiting for a moment.
Yeah.
And so I think that would look really cute. So I might put a pin on it and just be able to pin it on. I mean, there's definitely, this is the place where you put stuff on this one.
So you could put it on one of the sides and
Does it
have it
look-
be.
Because this, you kind of have to have it here.
You'd want it on this, like over your ear.
Right, not in the middle. Although, if you turn it this way, doesn't it look like a pirate?
It does. It does a little bit.
Actually, I look like Paddington.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cute.
See, and I can have my pearls.
That's a bit much. That wouldn't work.
Paddington never wore pearls.
That one didn't work at all.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, this makes it look like kind of frumpy, goofy girl. This makes
To
it
the side,
look
yeah.
very couture.
Yeah, that's the attitude part that needs to happen.
Right. And that's what the book was going for.
Yeah.
It's more of the chic.
Yes.
I need to have a redder lip.
But it's been, I really had fun with this. I think that putting them together and trying this out is half of the fun of making something. I think many patterns give you very straightforward, here's what you need to do.
Right.
And here's how it's going to look when you're finished. And unless you have the creativity to come up with something on your own and modify it, it doesn't happen. And this book did give patterns. It did give here's how you make this flower if you want to and make it look just like the hat. But it also gave you the license to do your own thing and have a good time with it.
It's a little too tall.
It's a little bit, but I kind of like the feathers.
They are fun. These are a little brighter than these. Let's see. That one gets lost. The feathers are fun. They definitely are.
Yeah.
It's very fun and funky.
Yeah.
I have to find the right feathers. Something a little brighter to go with this.
Well, our plan is to play around with these and get them all finished up and sewn and all the details done, and then we'll have some pictures at the very end of the cast for you guys to see our final products. But we are also going to be giving away a copy. I will give you my copy.
It's a digital copy.
It is a digital copy, so if you would like one, we'll open a thread, and then it'd be so fun to see everybody else's hats too. Or even if you have a hat at home and you want to embellish it,
That would be fun.
that'd be really cool.
Great idea.
So, yeah. It'd be a good time to break out those creative juices as we spring clean and pull the old boxes out of storage, and you never know what you're going to find in the attic.
Whoop it up.
Yeah.
Whoop it up with ribbons and pearls and
That is kind of fun.
And jewelry. And I mean, really, there's so much costume jewelry out there
Mhm.
at thrift stores and yard sales that, you know, I always look at it and think, that's so cute, but what would I ever do with it?
Yeah.
So this would be the perfect project for
That
that.
would be. It'd be a lot of fun. Well, we kind of came up with some ideas.
Yeah, this is fun. You know, it would be so fun to have the book between and share it with a bunch of knitters and have a hat party.
That would be really fun.
Everybody, you know, make a hat and come together and embellish together.
That would be really fun.
I think wine would make the whole hat process even more fun and more exciting.
Yeah, I'm impressed though. I think that the patterns, like I said before, were nicely written, and I think you can get a lot of use out of these. Just have a little creativity and have a little fun.
Right. So you definitely recommend someone buy the book?
I would. If you like hats and you want to have something different out of the ordinary, yeah.
Right. Right.
For
You're not
sure.
going to find a ski hat in here.
No, well, you could. I mean, technically, I suppose this could be just a plain old slouchy hat if you didn't want to do anything with it. But,
Right.
but I think the fun of this book is getting to play a little bit,
Right.
and have your own personality shine
Right.
through.
And they make suggestions for some interesting embellishments,
They do. There's some very nice ones throughout the book.
but just finding, I mean, we didn't buy anything for this.
Right, just whatever we had lying around. I'm sure you have a good closet too. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And please go check out Hat Couture and the Cooperative Press website. They were really gracious, and I had a lot of fun reviewing this book for you guys. I hope you guys had a good time watching.
And so if you want to post your hat creations of what hat you have at home and how you would embellish it, then we'll enter you into a drawing to win this book, correct?
Yep, that's right. It'll be on the Ravelry page, so check it out. And
It doesn't have to be a knit hat, though.
no, it can be any hat. Yeah, whatever.
Maybe your baseball hat.
Yeah, let's just see some creativity. And I wanted to just announce that we have our February winner finally. I'm sorry it's taken so long, but I wanted to announce the winner of the Whip Cal from February. And that person is QTWIQ. So if that is you, please PM me and I will send you out your prize.
Is that QT?
QT, yeah, QTWIQ, they're all letters.
I was trying to see if it was a word.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it.
QT.
Q-Twick. I'm sorry.
You know who you are.
Yeah,
Just
so-
contact us.
And we'll get that right out to you, all right? And I'm really glad everybody's playing along, so keep the whips coming and keep your hats coming, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.